Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, on my continuing series, What Does Star Wars Mean to You? I have John Matrixx. John is a music composer, he makes YouTube videos, of course, and he was in the Navy. I've known of John since his channel had around 150 subscribers. Now he's on 1,300 plus. And I'm going to show his clip right now, say a few words afterwards. Here it is.
So, Entertainment Hacker wants to know what Star Wars means to me. Well, I'm happy to tell you that. As long as that guy, Camp Smith, that shill, as long as he's not involved in this, I'll be happy to let you know what Star Wars means to me. Now, Star Wars, ever since I can remember, being a little kid, 1983, sitting in a movie theater watching The Return of the Jedi, I was captivated. That movie is my favorite Star Wars movie. It single-handedly got me into my path as I got older. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this or not, but I'm actually a trained musician. I know how to compose music. I know how to play music. And it really started with Star Wars in 1983 that really shaped my path as far as my music career goes. So my grandmother would tell you that she was going to make me take piano lessons anyway, but it was a much easier choice going into music, knowing that I just loved the John Williams score and the universe that George Lucas created. I mean, when you're talking about someone that likes music and likes creating music and composing music, it's really no different than a filmmaker making a film from scratch. And that's why I have so much appreciation for George Lucas. It's because he started this from scratch. He's not taking somebody else's work, like Lord of the Rings, and putting it on film. No, everything about Star Wars came out of his head. And the story arcs, a family, father and sons, that's real life. A lot of what happens in Star Wars, we can actually relate that to our real lives, broken families, family struggles, father and sons, brother and sister, and many more ways than one. I can go into much more detail on that, but I'm not going to go that personal down the road on a YouTube video. But the single greatest movie franchise of all time, George Lucas was just so revolutionary. And that's the kind of people that I like. When I look at history, when you think of great men in history, you have Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great. What did they do that set them apart from other people? They were the best at what they did. And George Lucas is the best at what he did. I mean, you can make an argument that, Spielberg is up there with him. Also, you have James Cameron. He's up there with him too. But Star Wars, there's not many movies that you watch that are 40 years old and it seems like they were just made yesterday. His original trilogy stands up today right now. And every time I watch it, I never get bored watching it. It throws me back to my childhood. When I was a kid, I had every single Star Wars toy there was. I wish I still had them now because they would be worth a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. I remember having the Millennium Falcon, the Han Solo toys. I mean, look at me. I'm over 40 and I have a lightsaber. That's how much Star Wars means to me. Now, it's a toy lightsaber, of course, because lightsabers can kill. So I only got the toy version. I didn't want the real one. So don't panic or anything like that. But Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine, he's my favorite Star Wars character. He's the greatest movie villain of all time. I have him above Vader. because there was just something about Ian McDiarmid playing the Emperor in The Return of the Jedi. It captivated me. And the Emperor's theme, every time it plays, it just really, really sucks me into Star Wars. I'm a little kid again, back in 1983. And my wife, Star Wars fan too, not as much as me. I remember in college when I would have some friends, they said, we never seen Star Wars before. I would say, hold on, we're going to go and watch the original trilogy right now. And I'll show my friends, and they started getting hooked on Star Wars too. The Phantom Menace, when it came out in 1999, I was in my 20s, so that was the first time I was actually able to watch a Star Wars movie as an adult in a movie theater to get the experience. I watched that movie 6 times in the movie theater. And Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie. I absolutely love that movie. And being an older adult, it's kind of hard for Star Wars to keep, pushing you further on in life. But I love being taken back to my childhood. And that's what Star Wars means to me. Thank you, John Paul Rye. Get that little punk Camp Smith off your channel. Keep him in the closet. And be safe. And that is what Star Wars means to me.
All right, I got to give John a big thank you for sending that clip. I really enjoyed it. His videos are always top notch. Of course, I have all the same feelings as John does on Star Wars. I've been watching his channel, like I said, for a real long time, and I really can't think of one time where we really disagreed on something. I mean, I'm talking, we agree on almost everything. It's pretty much like 99% agreement. You guys let me know what you thought of his clip down below. I got a Patreon, Twitter account, stuff like that. See you next time.